BJP. Many thanks, gentlemen, for joining me on the NewsX debate. First, coming to you, Mr. Sharma. Uh, I want to ask you this: the BJP might be attempting a face-saving strategy, saying that all is well within the BJP right now, and Mr. Advani has agreed to whatever the leaders try to coax him into. But the fact remains that this whole episode, this whole lawfare Advani, so to say, has exposed the fault lines that run deep within the party.
Well, face saving, it's pregnant with meaning in this case, because Mr. Advani has been the face of the BJP for far too long. And if the BJP today try to save that face, then it will have to give a face saver to that face. And it isn't clear yet as to what that face saver is going to be. Because Mr. Rajnath Singh's statement this evening made at the residence of Mr. Advani, without Mr. Advani by his side, is also a question of
I want to ask Mr.
discussion.
Mittal that.
No, but we can. I'm posing that question. I know Sudhanshu will have ready answers for that. He's quite good. But what I'm saying is that it was an exercise in obfuscation, Mr. Rajnath Singh's statement. But I think that it has come quite quickly because it was the requirement of the time for the BJP. The points that have been raised by Mr. Advani, and I must say that I am not an admirer of Mr. Advani at all. I've had, as a citizen of India, not as a journalist, many differences with his policies and the way he brought up the BJP. That's another issue altogether. But I think that certain issues that he flagged in the course of his differences of opinion with the other party, other people in the party,
Mr. Sharma,
were valid in terms of coalition politics.
Okay, Mr. Sharma, I want to ask Mr. Mittal this because I don't have much time. We'll only be doing this debate for about 15 minutes, gentlemen. So I'll come to all of you, including Deepak Chaurasia, editor-in-chief of India News, for a very, very short period of time. First, Mr. Mittal, really, now, this whole exercise, Mr. Mittal, now whatever the BJP leaders might say, and Mr. Sharma mentioned obfuscation of the whole issue, do you agree with that? Do you also agree that this is not past for the BJP? A crisis is over, the crisis is not, it's just started now.
I think all these speculations should now have ended.
But they're not.
All is well which ends well. Mr. Advani gave his resignation and has withdrawn it. After having done that,
Sudhanshu ji, crisis has become very deep. You should not forget that now it is ended.
Okay, Mr. Paul, I'll come to you, but Mr. Mittal, please quickly, you have to finish very quickly. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Mittal.
Yeah, my proposition is as simple. Within the family, there were problems which have been sorted out. Let bygones be bygones. Let's not really talk about history because it's not relevant. We are a family, we're not a party. And in family, if there's been a problem, we have sorted it out. Nobody, be it Congress or any other political party, has any locus standi to really comment on something which is an internal party matter. Secondly, I would request the media to be kind. We have heard about the formulas which have been formulated in terms of satisfying Mr. Advani, which do not have authenticity, because what has been officially stated by Rajnath ji is what the party's stand is in terms of this crisis.
Okay, quick reaction from the Congress.
So to really debate whether somebody is won or somebody is lost and how,
Quick reaction from the Congress party right now. Jagdambika Pal, I want to ask you this. The manner in which Modi was made campaign poll chief, despite Sushma Swaraj clearly saying that without Advani ji's hand over that, it will be meaningless. Even then, the manner in which it was hurriedly announced that he will be poll campaign chief, don't you think is the strongest proof yet that all is not right within the party, and this was basically to preempt any internal resistance from gathering strength? Clearly, this episode has exposed the facade of a complete united party.
This is absolutely true, and now what Mr. Sudhanshu has said, it is absolutely false, because I think so episode and the story has been not ended, and the past and he is only misleading to the people of the nation. Anybody, I think so, will believe if really the things have been over in amicable settlement, so why at the residence of Mr. Advani didn't turn up in the front of the media people, and he has not said even the single word. So I think so crisis has
So that is for us to decide and not you.
by the BJP party.
And I thought Rajnath
Okay,
ji had
okay.
adequately explained why Advani ji was
Okay,
not
okay, Mr.
present
Mittal, I
there.
want to go to Deepak Chaurasia for one moment because we don't have much time. Deepak, the problem really isn't it that Advani is that he was instrumental in making the party what it is right now. Post Babri, he was their icon, he was the Hindutva icon. And in such a situation, there is a school of thought which says you tend to believe that the party owes you something. And the rank and file believe that the whiff of power they will get from Narendra Modi, they might not get from Advani. And at the end of the day, Deepak, a political party is about power. It's not about the political debts it owes its leaders.
Well, BJP only talks about its ideology, its grand Sangh Parivar. I would like to ask Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal only one thing. If a father and son or a grandson is in the family, and if father or grandfather has some problem, does he write a letter to the son that please excuse me from the post X, Y, Z posts and please relieve me from my duties? Does a grandfather and a grandson, does they speak like that, or a father or son speaks like that? So which kind of parivar it is, I do not understand, where father or grandfather has to come write a letter to their kids and kins and rightly say that you are not on the right path. If
Mr. Mittal, if this is a family matter, it is turning
really
into a family feud now.
He should have right to go to his grandchildren and say
allow
that
me to respond.
look, I am unhappy because of these
Allow me
reasons.
to respond.
He has to understand. He has to understand that.
Okay, Mr. Mittal, quickly, I want to go back to Mr. Sharma. Mr. Mittal, very quickly.
The ethos of India is we have been, we have been accustomed to having letters from fathers addressed to their sons, to their grandsons, saying this is how it should be, this is how it should not be. We are a very large family.
Not in the
However, what is more important?
Not in the
is that
telecom era when SMS,
the problem has been
live
solved.
chat,
And I think dissection,
computer walls are available.
The dissection of the problem
part
is
two,
not.
That was 1950s and 1960s, Mr.
Mr.
Mittal.
Sudhanshu ji,
Okay.
now you must accept the reality that now
Advani ji
from
is 86.
flower part
He's
to
a man
Advani ji you
who
have
believes
just
in
sent into the
conventional values.
dustbin, and you are saying that you have faith and you have respect for the Advani ji. This is the kind of the respect which you have and your party has shown with Advani ji. Sushma ji was opposing that without Advani ji this declaration should not take place in Goa, but even then apart from Sushma ji and Murli Manohar Joshi, they are all opposed, but even then because of Sangh, either under the pressure of Sangh,
Okay, Mr.
you have
Pal,
declared,
Mr.
you
Pal,
have given this
Mr. Pal,
responsibility
we
to
all
Mr.
know,
Narendra Modi.
Mr. Pal, we all know there's a
If
feud
you want
going on in the
that,
upper
you
echelons
seem
of
to
the
be
party,
more
but the
familiar
point
about
is,
the affairs of BJP
no, Mr. Mittal,
than of
Mr.
the
Mittal,
Congress.
Mr. Mittal, I want to ask Mr. Sharma a question, and I know the stated patented party line on this, and you're only repeating that, sir, if you don't mind me saying that. But I want to ask Mr. Vinod Sharma a question. Even now, and I know it's way too early to comment on this, but as things stand, LK Advani in a tight post-poll scenario, would be far more acceptable to NDA allies, which is surprising, but it is true. But so it isn't too early to count out the BJP patriarch right now, no matter what happens.
No, I see that's his destiny, and I can't I don't have any divine vision that I should be able to predict that. I am not bestowed with any sense of clairvoyance, But may I say that Mr. Advani's action has sealed Mr. Modi's fate. If the BJP isn't any close to 200 mark, Mr. Modi shall never be Prime Minister of this country. Because if there cannot be one opinion within the BJP, and I say this with clear objectivity, and I may have my prejudices for and against people, but it is the harsh political reality that is staring the BJP in the face and Mr. Modi in the face. And secondly, I thought that Mr. Modi should have visited Mr. Advani, and had they both appeared before the cameras together in the presence of Mr. Rajnath Singh,
The picture would have said
I think it would have been a picture perfect presentation by the BJP. And secondly, the statement by Mr. Rajnath
Modi
Singh.
ji is very arrogant.
Sudhanshu, one
He
thing.
never.
Mr. Pal, would you just be patient? Because whatever you're saying makes no sense to me.
Please finish.
Please be patient, sir.
Mr. I'll come to you. We don't have much time, sir. Let Mr. Sharma finish.
Last line. Sudhanshu,
I think he'll do wonders.
Sudhanshu, last line. Just last line. One more line, nothing more.
Yeah, please.
You know, Mr. Rajnath Singh's statement saying that Mr. Advani acceded to the request of Mr. Mohan Bhagwat doesn't go down well with the NDA allies at all. Sudhanshu knows it. He has dealt with allies. He has dealt with allies earlier. He knows it. He was very much part and parcel of that agenda that was put on the back burner. If the BJP is going to present itself as a party remote controlled by the RSS, I'm sorry, under the tutelage of Mr. Narendra Modi, it becomes totally disqualified in coalition politics.
Sir, before I come to Mr. Pal and Mr. Mittal for closing arguments, I have to go to Deepak Chaurasia. Mr. Chaurasia, Deepak, do you agree with Mr. Manoj Sharma if at all the BJP can't even come close to the 200 mark? Does this mean this whole Advani-Modi saga has basically shut the door on Modi if he doesn't cross 180? Do you agree with that?
Well, yes, it's very clear, and that's why they are gambling with Modi, knowing that Modi will not be acceptable to any of the NDA allies, and they cannot expand NDA if Modi is the front face. Despite having known all the facts, they have gone with Modi because they think that Modi is the vote catcher with the Bharatiya Janata Party at this point of time. But it's a very big gamble for Bharatiya Janata Party and Sangh Parivar. So initially Advani was unhappy with the fact. He was not privy to the fact that Modi should be made first choice, or there should be an impression that Modi is coming as the Prime Minister. That's why this whole saga happened, and also he has issues with the functioning of BJP vis-a-vis RSS is concerned. But unfortunately, as Mr. Sharma is saying, you know, it was Mohan Bhagwat to whom Mr. Advani considered. That also raises serious questions that whether RSS can be delinked or RSS can be only in a suggestion mode for BJP or not.
The big winner in this, and Sudhanshu, before Sudhanshu speaks, the big winner in this, according to me, is Rajnath Singh. Because he has now, having created all this, because the sole responsibility for keeping the BJP away from chaos or any degree of confusion was that of the President. And the President has mishandled this issue of announcement of Mr. Modi as chairman of the campaign committee. He's grossly mishandled it.
Mr. Sharma,
and I think he has to be accountable. But surely he would be looking for a space where he becomes the compromise candidate.
I want to go to Mr. Mittal. Mr. Mittal, I'm coming to you. Just be patient. Mr. Jagdambika Pal, I don't have much time. We have 30 seconds. I want to ask you this. Does this whole Advani-Modi saga, do you think it's the best for the Congress? Because you are sitting, taking a back seat and looking at it, and you must be rubbing your hands in glee, because this is exactly what you wanted. An infighting tall leader of the party with the new star of the party. This couldn't be better for you.
BJP, now they were claiming and they were trying to just become an alternate in 2014. But the people of this country, if they are seeing what happened in Goa in last 3 days, and after Goa, fallout you have seen as a resignation of Advani. So I think so BJP has been divided into absolutely an horizontal manner. So people will try to, they are well understand, you know, if they can't unite even together the whole party BJP, so how they will be able to run the country? So I think so, you can see ki even let us, they should first just address his own problem, and I think so for the time being this is only ceasefire, but I hope so ki even in future also again this crisis will be deepened, and again Advani is not very much comfort and he is not very much happy by any region if Advani has made some compromises, but in future again he will give some challenge to the Modi, because he is not going to accept
Sudhanshu, my question to you is
future Prime Minister of the party.
Sudhanshu, my question to you is on the RSS. It's going to be a direct one. Then you can answer if you want to Mr. Sharma's question. Now, Sarsang Chalak, Mr. Mohan Bhagwat called Advani, and conventional wisdom would suggest that this Sangh pressure, call it cajoling, call it hand-holding, whatever you want to call it, made Advani backtrack. his emotional decision, another clear signal, Sudhanshu Mittal, that the RSS calls the shot within the BJP when it really matters, and that Narendra Bhai Modi is the RSS choice for the prime ministerial candidate for the BJP and the 2014 charge, and will be the party's face and the name for the top job. Nothing can change that. Would you deny that?
BJP is not apologetic about its relationship with RSS. This should be well understood once and for all. In fact, in 79, when the party itself, in 80, when the party itself was formed, it was formed on the basis of dual membership. We were proud of our membership of RSS and we shall continue to be one. Secondly, that's not the way BJP RSS functions. We are a family. We give sane advice to each other. We have greatest respect for each other. Mr. Mohan Bhagwat, when he calls up Advani ji, there has been a history of relationship between the two, and it is out of the ethos of that history that people get persuaded. So no matter what color you may try to give it, Sangh and BJP have the most cordial relationship. There is no micromanagement. So let's not get confused. And as far as what is going to happen in 2014, let's not be preemptive. Let's not put figures when there are no figures available. Let's not talk about 200s and 180. For all you know, there might be just a tsunami with BJP sweeping the polls like anything.
Okay, where to spin it?
Prove what's going to happen.
Where to spin
for the time being, let us only, for the time being,
it is only your dream.
Allow us to prepare ourselves for the election. And for that, Mr. Narendra Modi has been given the chance.
Okay, Mr. Mittal is trying to spin it as best as he could. Mr. Mittal is trying to spin it as best as he could. Mr. Mittal, one last question for you. Doesn't come from me, comes from Vinod Sharma.
Sudhanshu, you just now talked about dual membership.
Okay.
You and I know that the best alternative to the Congress was the Janata Party. And it split on the dual membership issue. And would you promise us that in future, at least the BJP should not be raising the issue of two power centers in the Congress? Because today, in the BJP, you have three power centers, rather four, if I may say. And if I can add the fifth, if I try to be churlish. You see, there is an RSS, and there is an Advani, and there is a Narendra Modi. And if RSS thinks that it can tame Narendra Modi, then it is not learning from his experience in Gujarat, where Mr. Narendra Modi has systematically decimated anything and everything relating to the RSS. So, and in my personal view, RSS gave the green signal for anointment of Mr. Modi as campaign committee chief to partake of his popularity,
so
assumed popularity and his assumed ability to raise funds. And once the elections are over, he would be told that look, there is no consensus on you.
Are there multiple power centers within the BJP, sir?
I
Direct
would
question.
completely deny what you are saying.
Are there multiple power centers within the BJP now, sir?
Mr. Sudhanshu, please you must try to listen what Sharma ji is saying.
No, are there multiple
you
power
should have
centers?
some
What was going to happen?
patience. You must have some patience, Sudhanshu.
What was going to happen was known to everybody and
Sharma ji not
anybody.
from Congress party.
It has been
He's a very
only a
senior
logical
journalist.
extension of our
Saying something true.
Mr.
So
Paul.
let us, you must have patience. Just to listen.
May I request
You
Mr.
must have
Jagdambika Pal
patience.
not to add value to my comments,
Mr. Paul, let Mr. Mittal answer. Mr. Mittal, are there multiple power centers in the BJP after the Advani saga? Yes or no?
I am so happy that we do not have a dictatorial system where there's just one power center, which is the family. People have a right. People have a right to their own voices in the party, which must be welcomed. As far as the power centers are concerned,
that is the
allow
beauty,
me to,
I think so you have seen from
allow
last,
me to explain it
from
to you
last
that we have
two
collective
consecutive
decision making.
terms,
And I'm not apologizing about the collective
And
leadership.
Sudhanshu, you must write down
If
your diary
everything was
कि now
so
again
scripted in
Congress will
advance,
get third term.
then a debate
Congress
which
UPA
took
will get
place
third term in
in
2014.
Goa would never
I
have
think
taken place.
that is the discipline. Anonymously, we have decided that under the leadership of Rahul Gandhi,
Can I make
I'm so sorry, we cannot have a debate because I'm never allowed to
Mr.
speak.
Paul, I have to end the debate. I have to end the debate now, please.
In your party, absolutely, in fighting is going on.
Okay, Mr. Pal, I have
Mr.
to end the
Pal,
debate now.
What kind
by
of a
these
debate
kind
is
of
this? I'm not even
interventions,
allowed to
you are
speak.
not bringing any glory to
Okay,
your
okay,
party.
Mr. Sharma, I
I
have to
think
end the
it's
debate
better
now.
that you people
Gentlemen, I
keep
must
quiet
end
and
the
let them
debate
sort
right
out the
now.
issues.
I must end the debate right now. I must thank Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, Mr. Jagdambika Pal, as well as Mr. Vinod Sharma and Deepak Chaurasia. We don't have much time right now, but yes, the BJP trying to say that the crisis is over, but they are taking few takers, they're getting few takers for that line. Right now, we'll wrap up this debate, but this debate will continue in the days to come as and when the parliamentary board meets and the future course of action for the BJP.